So Katrina, Evan.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Which office are you? I know you're out of.
Yep.
Yes.
So you're out of Chelmsford.
I'm out of Chelmsford.
Okay. Where were you before?
Before that, I was out of Pelham,
New Hampshire.
New
So your license in 3.
3 states.
What made you go to 2 states? Because I'm only licensed in 1, but eventually so what was the point where you realized, oh, I gotta do this?
Well, for me, when I first started, if I knew right away if I didn't do both, I'd be shooting myself in the foot. I live in Drake, so it's right on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go look at Pelham. Let's look at Nashua. I would be losing clients. I would be doing them a disservice. So right away, it was, I'm going to go for it. I did it right off the bat.
Okay.
That was it.
I see a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know you can relate to me because UNC, UNH, but
Yes.
I also grew up north of Boston. You know, people border hop, and I knew a lot of people through college that had them in New Hampshire. They either were coming back to Mass from Hampshire. So yeah, I just wanted to take the best care of my clients and take them wherever they wanted to go.
Right, exactly.
Even if that's Ohio too.
That's Ohio.
But
so what was
that's
your
another story.
So what was your
No.
Okay, what were you
Yeah.
doing?
No.
Tell me.
I was doing everything, but I was just, so I went to school for marketing, so I guess it all ties together, but I was doing a lot of, a server and different marketing jobs and
Client-facing
things.
jobs.
Yeah. And finally, when I discovered I wanted to be in real estate, I was doing social media marketing for these realtors and Coldwell Banker, which is how I got introduced to the brand. And I realized I could do this, not only like the marketing aspect, because there's so much to this business, but I'm just a people person and have the hospitality gene as well. So I think that goes well with the whole real estate.
Right, because there's you're running a business, so when you have a business, there's going to be different or aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you are automatically kind of like a people person, that's kind of something you're born with. It's harder to teach.
Yeah.
So.
And I think what's special about all of us, and I was just telling Caitlin this earlier, is you can tell, because people want to be realtors all the time and they come in, they meet with our brokers and whatever, but I could tell you within 5 seconds if someone's going to if they're going to be a good realtor or not. And between meeting these two ladies, I know Caitlin's kind of newer in the business. We're also new still, kind of. I mean, 5 years still.
It's relative.
We're experienced, but comparatively to other people, still newer. You can just tell who lasts and who has that.
Every single day. Oh, I'm thinking
wanna
of
do
starting real estate. And I'm like, okay, it's a full send or go home.
Yeah. That's what I tell people all the time.
Yeah.
To me, it was go big or go home. I'll do it part-time. I quit my corporate lifestyle and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I went all in. I bought and sold houses at a very young age. For somebody my age, I was about 20.
Okay.
When I bought my first multi, and then I bought another and another.
Wait, I didn't know this. Wait,
Yeah.
Okay.
My backstory is that's where I really got into it. I was already buying and selling. What people coin now is house hacking.
Oh.
I was the original.
The bird.
Yeah, I was house
Bird.
hacking before it was coined as house hacking.
Okay.
The first house I bought at 21, it was a multi 2. We turned it into a 3. At that age, I was living on my own. I had my bills paid, making it. I don't know anybody else my age that was doing that.
They're all my friends.
Yeah, exactly. And then pretty quick into that home, we kept that home, but then bought a single family. And then after that, bought another house,
Wow.
Yeah.
Who told you to do that? Was it thought of it?
It was just, I did have great people around me. It was,
And you're a big
partnership.
numbers girl too.
I'm a big numbers
You worked
girl.
for a bank
Yeah.
before.
My financial background was always banking and finance. So I knew my numbers. One of my first jobs was at a bank, and that's where I stayed throughout. I just worked my way up. So I saw the back end of things. I knew how the mortgages were done. I saw the lending. I had made those connections already at such a young age that I didn't know that even that was molding me. Growing up, I had family that maybe owned multis, or people I was with, their families had them, and we had a great background to do that and supporting. People thought I was crazy to quit a very cushy job.
Yeah.
For such a young age in the position that I was at, to then go no paycheck and what's it going to be, and we don't know, but I had
Look at you now.
I
Top
had
producer over here.
I had some haters, and even people that like this isn't for everybody. You're creative.
Yeah.
And
same thing.
yeah, and
We
that
all
only like motivates
Wouldn't
me
you
more.
want to be in a more set
Yeah.
job, secure, and know what you're gonna get week to week?
Yeah, no.
Which, not gonna lie, it is stressful.
It can be.
Like, it's a roller coaster, and you definitely go through all the emotions. But doing all the right things, treating this like a job, it's gonna pay tenfold, and
Yeah.
the sky's really the limit in terms of what you can accomplish. And it's like you were saying, it's not even like just us helping other people with real estate. It's investing ourselves. It's, you can get referrals from referring people and putting them in good hands with someone who might be moving out of state. Like, there is so many ways to make money in this business. And that's why I think when I realized what it was, it's like I fell in love with it. I just hated corporate America. I really hated the man. And I mean, we do work for like a corporate brand.
But it's different.
It's different because we're our own businesses.
Yeah, you can do what you want. You get what you give. That's what I always say. Said you want it, you have to put in the work. Anybody can do it, but if they're not willing to, you're absolutely not.
Yeah.
And this comes back to us where we like to be investors. We like to have the freedom and the life that you want to live, and what you give is what you get. This helps me with my investments and doing what I want with them. And just setting up, honestly, for my future and for that of my daughter. She won't have to. She's been to more closings than most adults will ever be in their life for a 9-year-old. But it's showing her that like you can, you can do whatever you want, and I won't tell you no. I really
I have a question for you, Caitlin.
Okay.
I mean, you're newer than us in the business.
Yeah.
So what are some of the bigger?
Okay, so I've learned that this job will take all of your insecurities into a math class and your insecurities immediately. If there are parts of you that like you're avoiding working on, that's the part that's going to be hurting your business. That's going to be the thing that you have ASAP. And so like for a lot of people, especially coming out of, I knew I wanted to do the sophomore year of college. So I was kind of like, get out of my way. This is the only thing I want to do. But still like you have those moments of like, did I like bite off one shoe here? Like you kind of look at yourself and you're like, what are you doing? Like because all of my friends, they started in corporate jobs. So they got right out of college and they got their their offer letters with their salaries, and they knew exactly what they had to work with for at least a year of their life, and they got to get the apartment that they wanted. And I was like, whoa, it feels like everyone is doing completely different things. So that part of it, I was not expecting at all. So coming to this office, where it's a big office, there's someone in here all the time, it's been like such a game for me. It's watching people do the thing that like, there are definitely days where, especially in the beginning, where I was like,
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, wait, why? Like you were just like a sorority girl a month ago. Like, why do you think that you can do this? But like seeing every day, like people who do it, and like seeing even big names and Coldwell Banker walk through the front door every day, and like that's who I'm getting their brain about every day. That's the most valuable thing. I will say.
I think that's like aligning yourself with a brokerage like Coldwell Banker to begin with. Like they don't teach you this business in school. Everybody, they do not teach you this business in school. You're going to figure out a lot of things on your own. And collaborating with other agents. And, I would say like biggest advice is like go into the office, like immerse yourself in the business, because it's not just contracts, laws, and all that. I mean, those are all things that play a part in everything, but there's the marketing, there's the prospecting, there's the negotiating, there's doing the contracts, there's getting everything from contract to close, as well as networking and setting your clients up for success with the attorney, the lender, insurance, whatever it may be. So I think being in a place where you really can learn and where there's opportunity for you to do open houses and, be around people that you're doing.
That's what I would say too. So I was an admin part-time for the first, honestly, year and a half after graduating college. So I, like you, sort of learned the back end of everything, and I got so much administrative experience for like learning the contracts and just learning the systems and everything. But that does not prepare you for your first solo open house. That does not prepare you for actually being there doing it. Just because you know that it doesn't mean you know how to actually like facilitate it, which is what your job is.
What to say, what not to say, like
stuff like that. That's all learned through making mistakes, unfortunately. And that's what I was kind of saying before. It's like your insecurities will surface. Like for me, I'm a perfectionist, but this job is all about you have to learn through making. There's a rule book, but like every situation is so different. So I've had to become way more comfortable with making mistakes, but also like I call them, I'm getting seasoning. Because it's like you make a mistake, okay, you're good for the next, and you learn something, which is a good day. So, and watching other people also around me, like not being unsure of themselves, because that gives me confidence, because then they work it through and they
Even working deals, with some of the best agents or people that maybe you've admired and you're like, oh, you don't have your shit together.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, like we're going to do this. We can get through it. Like, we all put on that person. They're perfect. But once that deal gets through the red tape and you're trying to work it out, nobody's perfect and we're all just working this out together. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what the best part is. It's like when you can make that relationship too, this is huge, relationships on all ends. You have to break the barrier and not just be like this high and mighty that you're not perfect and we're all just here to get through it.
And I think it's also like sifting through and seeing like who you can trust is someone you want to align yourself with. Somehow we all became aligned here, but I definitely had situations and run people that you get burned along the way. Like not everybody is all that helpful or wants to see you succeed, and you really need to align yourself with people that do. And we found each other, and I always like find myself, what would Katrina do? What would Diaz do?
It's a famous phone call I received all hours
she's
of
like
the day
low-key
and
my
night.
real estate
Like
sister mother. Depending on the day.
Yeah.
But actually called the other day. I don't know that I had the best answer.
It must have been
something
interesting.
But having those questions is okay. You never want to give the wrong. So the fact that you really think about it's like you do for your reputation, your client business is like get them the right answer.
Yeah, and to that point, I think having mentors who you are comfortable with them and where you can call them because your buyer just asked you a question or even 11 o'clock at night because it's like a lot of
because they're going to be calling us at that time,
right?
Which is fine.
You got to do what you got to do. But like, if I didn't have 5 people that I know they will call at night if I have an emergency question, like that is how I'm able to do the job. I wouldn't be able to do the job if I didn't have those people in my corner. And that's why, like, again, being in a big office, like I did it this morning. I had a question. It popped in my head. I looked up. I saw the first person that I saw. It was Jackie Pitts. And I was like, Jackie. She was like more than happy to just stand there for 10 minutes of her day and walk me through it and explain it and make sure I knew what was going on. And then she was like, okay, let me know if you have a question. Like that is what makes good realtors is like collecting all the knowledge. So, because I was a person in class who I never wanted to ask questions ever. I didn't want to get the answer wrong. I didn't want to raise my hand. And so you got to ask your question.
Yeah, there's so much we don't know that you don't know until you know. Like
even people who've been doing it for 45 years, they're gonna have a situation where they handled it before.
And there's so many different clauses and different ways to spruce up a contract or different ways to approach a conversation or a negotiation that it's worth hearing everybody's perspective to figure out what's going to work. So I think that teamwork too.
Right.
As much as it is an individual contact sport.
Yeah. I know, but and being newer too, it's like a more seasoned agent, they might not get the 5 other.
Yeah.
Versus me, I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I'm getting the avenue that fits me the best. So that's take ask 5 and we'll do that.
Yeah.
So
I think that's like essentially we're talking about how do we become a good agent and how do you know someone's gonna be good? That's it. What else? Showing up on time?
No.
Katrina wouldn't know a thing about that.
Absolutely not. Never. I will be 5 minutes late, if not more. Don't act like you're ever on time either. And I will own it very proudly.
Yeah.
I will be on time for the important things like an inspection, meeting an appraiser. I will never. Closing's
important.
But I was late today.
She forgot
and
to
I
set
brought
her
you
clock.
coffee. me.
No, she brought me a drink, so she's okay.
What did
today.
I learn? I heard someone say like it's like if you can, and like I think being kind of like anything.
That's like on time in our world.
Yeah, like it's forgivable. I mean, people have things going on. I have so many people like clients where like happens.
Life.
But I will say, like,
It's life.
it's life. I've had people come to me and be like, "Oh, you haven't answered my text."
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You have to be
On it.
You have to be on
In
it.
your DMs,
My
on your
phone
answering your phone
emails,
calls, your voicemails.
Like attached to me, it's sitting here on my lap 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. I will to you. If not, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, I'm on Wi-Fi unless I'm waiting for it to be.
Right. Yeah. So like stuff like that. And like I feel like that's what like college do a lot too.
Then we have no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the beauty of this career, it's flexible in that sense. And you can build in your own vacation time and all that, but really have to be prepare yourself to go do what you need to do. Like there's, get a partner to help you and be able to step in and do showings or whatever when you're gone, or, have that paperwork lined up. Go. If you have a listing that's going to go live, make sure that's ready and then just submit. You're good. Just do it on time. And I think I am more on time now, Katrina, than I've ever been being a realtor. There's things that it teaches you.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the time you were not on time when I met.
You
want to go there? I think we need to.
Okay, well, that was the beginning of my real
well,
estate career, and I've gotten better.
But I've never
And
been at that level. Let's go there. Go there and jab me for
Let's
today.
go there.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Katrina
was on time. And
Katrina
in
was
the
on
meeting.
time. Okay, so first is when I showed up for an office sales month, pretty much. Real estate, usually in the offices, they monthly sale, keep tabs on where we're at in the office, and I showed up late.
And wait, let's preface this that we both started our career in Winchester, Matt.
Yes.
So high-end market.
High-end market.
Very seasoned agents. I think this really ties.
I was definitely probably the youngest.
You were absolutely the youngest agent.
That was trying, I don't know, like I
to make it at the time.
Trying to make it in the big world.
It.
But I also, I just didn't waking up and impressing and business.
You didn't feel like you
so
were
I rolled in with a Dunkin' Donuts coffee and sweatpants with big toes out. And Katrina just we didn't even know each other that well, but I just remember
we were just,
your look across the room, rolling your eyes at me.
I judged you hard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, and if you don't know Katrina, she comes off very abrasive.
assertive.
She's just assertive, not
I'm
abrasive.
assertive.
Yeah.
Use the right word.
Abrasive. I don't know what abrasive means. But just very, she's got spunk, she's got charisma.
It's my
It's everything you want.
Everything you want.
And she terrified. And since then, I'm so impressed.
Put your clothes on.
Be on time, and I will attribute that part. The Katrina in my cons, what are you wearing?
Would Katrina allow me out of the house? Probably not.
Yeah.
You can wear it to the dog park. Absolutely.
The dog park.
That's where that outfit, that was. Yeah, the category. That was one of those outfits. Be oh, my parents are gonna walk me in that. Yeah, that's the level you were at. Showing up. Hey guys. This is so locked in. So proud.
Okay,
and yeah.
so that's
and I come from a corporate world. I'm gonna be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I might be late sometimes, but I'm not late for the things that matter. Yes, I would say. I wasn't late for the time we had the.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was late
you
for
didn't know that
hangout
until
time.
later.
No.
You were going to be late anyway.
Because I answer my.
No. Yeah, I think dress to impress, being on time, all of those things.
Your clothes matter for sure.
Oh my God, preach, Caitlin. This girl, from the moment I met her, I'm selling Sunset.
Well,
why are you selling here?
Wait, but selling Sunset, I'm going to say this too. Yes, dress to impress. But I also believe in dress to wear because we're not on sale, okay? There are days I go in crawl spaces. I will walk not nice properties, nasty, dirty.
How you chose your blazer yesterday. Because you weren't going to do red for the red house.
Hold on. So... So I will dress also for where I'm going because if I need to get in certain areas, no, I'm not wearing the heels. I'm going to wear sneakers. And I do like to dress so that my clients don't feel uncomfy. I want you to wear your normal everyday attire. I'm not going to come out wearing I think there's also a time and place for that too.
Yes.
I'm still going to be presentable. And yeah, probably as our relationship goes on, if we've seen 50, 70 houses, you're getting me straight from like my leggings, sweater, like will run out the door to get you into that showing. If that's what I'm wearing, hey guys, what's up today? But I do think like time and a place matter for certain.
I have this buyer who she loves that. She loves the clothes and everything. And we were going to a home inspection. Her brother was there, her sister was there. She brought like a bunch. And I guess in the car ride there, she was like, wait till you meet my realtor. Like she has the bag, she has the nails, she has the heels. And she was like getting all hyped up for my outfit. And I showed up not
fancy
in my
enough.
outfit. I was wearing sneakers, like my hair was back. I called it and she was like, you disappointed us. And I was like, you're right. I did disappoint you today. But it's because she was so used to seeing
a certain way.
Right.
In my certain
Yeah.
way.
But you came dressed
for the occasion.
Yeah. And I think that's what people get.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're working in New England.
There's
the
some
winters,
nasty basements. There's
nasty
some
basements and like
bad
the snow
winters
and all the rain and everything. You never know what you're going to get in the home inspection of 3 hours.
Yeah, and if it's, I mean, big houses is tapped. And if you're doing septic inspection on top of it, like, you know, if you're got multiple layers too, like,
you're going to be there for a while.
You're going to be there a long time. I mean, get comfortable. I tell mine to pack a drink and a snack.
Yeah.
Or
seriously.
Or light, depending on
the day.
Right. So. I know. That's what. So I know a lot of people who are wrapping up college, and they know of me, and so they say. But I think like to what we're saying, your wardrobe really, really, really matters. You're young, because if you show up, you set the tone, and like you're completely right. Like dressing for your audience, like reading a room. Like, you don't want to make people uncomfortable with, like, would I love to put some 5-inch heels on every day and walk around and make some videos? Yes, I would.
It's, like, not practical in my...
No, and also just, like, where we work.
Yeah.
Too. Like, that matters, too. So, like, taking that into an account. But the clothes. I know a lot of people who graduated college, and they were like, I don't own a blazer. I don't own anything, like, professional wise. So what I did coming out of college was like, okay, I have to like get this wardrobe together. So I took my part-time money and I invested it in my wardrobe. And I will say that your clothes, they speak before you do. And I have noticed a difference in the interactions that I have when I'm dressed a certain way.
Or the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you're just having like a yucky day, but if you get yourself dressed up, you just feel a little bit better and you can pose.
Yeah, and like even when I started doing that, I started getting job interviews out of Ubers. I was like going out with my friend because I stopped dressing for like going out with your friends like you do in college. I started dressing for like, okay, post grad, I'm a professional. Like I could meet a customer anytime.
Yeah, you dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And so when I started doing that, like I remember I hopped in an Uber. I was going up to Boston with my friends. It was summer, but I was still dressed like a professional. And I got a job interview at a brokerage because of that Uber ride. But just like little stuff like that, I feel like you need someone to tell you. Like Katrina told you.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes. And like you're talking about being young in the industry. It's like, yes, this is one of the biggest transactions of people's lives. And we need to step up and make them feel comfortable and trust us. And not only dress the part, but know our stuff. Be knowledgeable and, complete the task, get it done for them. And that's why, when you don't have the experience going, when you're first starting, it's important to be with like a big brand. And I think that's why we all have aligned ourselves with Coldwell Banker and have found ourselves where we are, because that was important to us. We were all starting new and we needed a trusted partner, and that's what it was. And then we found our trusted partners within our trusted partner.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love you girls.
I know. It's great.
Yeah, so I think we've hit on a lot today.
We did good.
Any other comments for new agents?
Well, I love this topic because I originally went to college. I eventually transferred to UNH where I joined the pre-law track. And my sophomore year was when it was right after COVID. So it was 2021 when I decided I was like, I am not meant for law school. I was like, this personality needs to be making money like immediately. So I wanted to do real estate law. So I was like, I'll just go get my life law school. But because I started as political science, I changed my major so many times. I changed what I wanted to do. But somehow by the time I graduated, I had like the perfect set of like, I took this class and this class and this class. And it was almost like accidentally the perfect blend of like, I became a communication major. But I had the political science minor because I already had all the credits. And then I was also an architectural design minor. So even though real estate wasn't the plan when I started taking all those classes, halfway through it, I was able to turn into like the perfect education for real estate. So a lot of those same people who were in college and they're like, to major in, yeah, business is great. Business is a great thing to major in if you want real estate. I am not the business class girly, because it was too late in the game for me to join the business school. So I took communication and I learned so much in that degree that I don't know that I would have necessarily learned as a major. Like the soft skills, which I used to be kind of like ashamed of like, oh, like, you know, communication majors, like people make jokes like that, like you don't learn skills, but I'm like, no, but I know how to make someone feel comfortable within 5 minutes of talking to them.